Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Call Haloyim, Adonai Yahweh, Ba'ashem Shah Malak Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles of El's Great Millstone. Peace salutations to the hopeful elect. Habayah Shah Malak Dawadah. And to the fusion of faces that look like they see the nations, but identity goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the royal holy chosen seed line. Shalom. Alright, and this lesson is going to be about coronavirus and how it's impacting the world to this day. Um, as you see, coronavirus was a disease that came out like about this year, pretty much, like, and it started like within February, I'll say, or probably like around late January, we started gaining like headlines, and it started becoming mad. You know, it started to become mad well known to this day, and a lot of people, you just already see within the first month of coronavirus, like it's, a lot of shit started happening, and it's drastically affecting the society, and it's also affecting the companies and the industries, and which is affecting the industries as well, which is ultimately affecting the economy, and it's also affecting like how the government is functioning as well. So yeah, this coronavirus, like, it could pretty much be like a what you call it, like, it could be like a I don't know, a lab created disease, because I have a feeling that Esau, with the CDC, the Controlled Disease Center, they probably created that disease, because like I said, all diseases are man made, but ultimately we know it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that was behind it, because Esau is considered as a sword on the left hand side, so he's the physical sword on the left hand side. So Esau is like, he's known for these things too, to to do these wickedness that he do. But personally, like, yeah, I pretty much feel like probably Esau was the one behind creating the disease. And I have like a couple scriptures to hand out. So I'll start off with Ezekiel 14 and 12. And then after the scriptures, I'm going to show some articles relating to this. And there's like so many articles being made like every single day, almost at every single hour, from what I'm seeing. And it says, Ezekiel 14 and verse 12, the word of the Lord came again to me, saying, Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out my hand upon it, and will break the staff of the bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, saith Adonai Yahweh. So you see, and that shows you right there that even though you have this truth and stuff like that, even though like you see probably like apostles and elders in this truth, they can't save you. Even if you know them or you're cool with them and stuff like that, they can't save you. You have to do works in this truth, man. You gotta save you. You gotta work to your own salvation. They can't save you. They could just tell you this truth. You just watching the videos and shit like that, and you leaving like comments of like, I don't know, like probably supportive comments. That's not gonna save you. You have to actually do the works, man. And you have to actually be sincere. So to further on finish this um point in this chapter, verse 19, or if I send a pestilence into that land and pour out my fury upon it, blood, to cut off from it man and beast, though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I live, save the Lord Yahweh, they shall deliver neither son nor daughter. They shall but deliver their own souls by their righteousness. You see, that's the point I'm getting at. People wearing these face masks, thinking that, and having all these hand sanitizers, all these, probably plastic gloves and stuff, and the Most High is gonna choose you to get, quarantine if you wanted to. If you getting diseased by the virus, you get caught up with it. That's because the Most High's judgment was on you. You know, so there's no way escaping the Most High's judgment. And we find a way to escape the pestilence. He got other swords out there for you. You best believe that. So, um, it says, verse 21, for thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, how much more when I send my four sword judgments upon Jerusalem, talking about our people, the sword and the famine and the noisome beast and the pestilence, to cut off from it man and beast. Yet behold, therein shall be left a remnant that shall be brought forth sons and daughters. Behold, they shall come forth unto you, and ye shall see their way and their doings, and ye shall be comforted concerning the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem, even concerning that all I have brought upon it. Yeah, and then that scripture itself is getting into like saying that you know, there's gonna be like people like, coming to the elect and during their troubles, and the Most High is gonna give us spiritual power to like raise us up to see like what they have done with their evil, like if they have been, how evil have they been or whatever, to see how sincere they are. Because the Most High is gonna give the elect like spiritual power, and I don't know if I'm part of that number. He's gonna give us like spiritual power to like make sure that we see who's sincere. Because a lot of people in these times, they're gonna start coming asking questions and stuff like that. Because we're already in the end times. It's only getting worse and worse. So people are gonna be asking us questions. They're gonna be seeking Q&As and stuff like that, because there's soon gonna be a time when this word is not gonna be out here no more. So, and it's gonna be like, you're gonna see more things happening. So the Most High is pretty much gonna make this word real famous, and he's gonna make us way more famous than any Hollywood superstar that you see on TV. Because all that money ain't gonna do shit for them in these times. You see. So, and you see, it says right here, and when he said, "And ye shall be comforted concerning the evil that I brought upon Jerusalem, even concerning all that I have brought upon it." Yeah, we kind of feeling a little bit of comfort in a way, because I mean a lot of people are panicking, and we see the scriptures are manifesting it for itself. The scriptures are really manifesting like the power of Yahweh Shem Shai through these scriptures is through this knowledge, it's manifesting. We already see the scriptures coming to pass. And the good thing about it is coming to pass on a small scale, and it's just intensifying. So yeah. And 2020, as Elder Apostle Tahar said, this is the year of prophecy, and we're starting to see a lot of things fulfilling according to prophecy. In verse 23, last verse of this chapter says, "And they shall comfort you when they see their ways and their doings, and ye shall know that I have not done without cause all that I have done in it, saves Adonai Yahweh." And you see, everything that he does is with a reason and with a cause. It's for a reason and it's with a cause. Everything that the Most High do. So even when he used Esau to do it, because the Most High he controls everybody. He controls the righteous. He controls the wicked. Evil spirits and good spirits. He has all that control. And it says Amos 3:6, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?" That's being sarcastic, saying that like, shall there be evil and the Most High ain't caused it? He caused it. You best believe he caused the evil. Because a lot of people would think that the spiritual demon Satan is behind all this wickedness, but no. The Most High, he has to get the orders from the Most High. He's a servant to the Most High, and it says that in Job, the first chapter. But let me see. And this is like the definition of corona. It says because I remember I was watching Elder Kazak's video, and he mentioned it, so I looked it up for myself, and I want to show you how to prove. It says corona, meaning anatomy, a part of the body resembling or likened to a crown. And this is what it says right here. Crown, feminine noun. That's a Spanish feminine noun. It says, yeah, because you see usually when Spanish words are in the letter A, it's more feminine, and when it's in the letter O, it's more masculine. So yeah, So some words will be in the letter A, some words will be in the letter O, and in this case, Corona's in the letter A. So yeah, and I could just search up. I could just put like certain topics like this, like for Corona shutdown. It puts like America shuts down, um, 19 hours ago, and this is the article right here. It says financial markets are careening. Public tours of the very symbols of American political power, the White House, Capitol Hill, and Supreme Court, are being put on hold while some congressional offices are shuttering altogether. Campaign rallies are being canceled. Professional sports leagues have suspended play, and Broadway and Disneyland are shutting down. Yeah, and I even heard they closed down the St. Patrick's on March. There's and they're suspending a lot of major events. Like these things are they're suspending like yeah, and people and they're suspending like things that like where people go to stadiums or go to shows or whatever. They have to pay tickets to go there. They're suspending all that, and those things like those companies are like over like multi-millionaires and bringing billions of dollars in revenue. You know, like about each year. And guess what's happened? That shit is going down. Yeah, this coronavirus is putting shutting a lot of things down. It says each day more and more employees are working remotely at companies large and small. Even the White House is considering mass teleworking. Schools are being closed or going virtual. Ohio students are getting a 3-week spring break beginning Monday, while schools will be closed for 2 weeks across Maryland and 6 weeks in 3 Washington state counties. And travel is being discouraged. And in the case, foreign visitors from most of Europe banned. Some cruise lines are even halting voyages on their ships. America's shutting down as Americans learn to adapt to life amid the coronavirus pandemic, a global health crisis that is straining public health systems, burrowing deeper into advanced economies and societies by the day. The question nobody can yet answer: for how long? So, as long as the Most High says so. That's the answer. I am confident that by counting and continuing to take these tough measures, we will significantly reduce the threat to our citizens and we will ultimately and expeditiously defeat this virus, President Donald Trump said Wednesday evening, announcing a 30-day ban on certain travel from Europe. But domestically, the administration has been slow to issue specific guidance or declare a uh, nationwide state of emergency, leaving governors, mayors, and other local officials to implement a patchwork of guidelines and rulings that vary from state to state. The Trump's team response that has been the subject of steady criticism in recent weeks amid its struggles to ramp up testing and rhetorical misfires from the president who spent weeks downplaying the economic public health threats posed by this virus spreads. And I'm gonna get to the part where like with my school, it said that like I'm gonna show you that in my email it said that they're giving me a week off, which is like I'm supposed to go back on this Monday, but because of the coronavirus I'm going back actually the following Monday, which is the Monday the 23rd. So it says right here in my email, it says, dear campus community, I want to give everyone an update on campus planning related to the novel coronavirus COVID. We realize that adjustments to our operation may be stressful. Our primary goals are to protect the safety and security of our entire campus and to communicate frequently as many decisions are being made. Academic planning, due to large number of applied learning programs at office state faculty and staff are evaluating each major to determine activities that can be migrated to distance learning and those that cannot. Face-to-face classes will transition to alternative delivery wherever possible until further notice. Consideration is also being taken to ensure that applied learning labs follow SUNY guidelines regarding social distancing. By Wednesday, March 18, we intend to announce details for each program or study regarding how classes will resume on Monday, March 23rd. Watch for additional communication from Provost Kristen Popo and 3 school leaders. Campus remains open in accordance with SUNY directives. The college is not closed. All faculty and staff report to work as normal. Instructional spaces, labs, library, residence halls, and dining remain available. residence halls at the end of the extended student spring break. Residence halls are scheduled to open Sunday, March 22. To protect the living environment, no off campus guests will be allowed in the residence halls until further notice. SUNY's directive is for colleges to provide students a choice of returning to campus for housing or not. Alfred State will make every effort to provide remote learning. Following SUNY's recommendation, or residence halls will remain accessible for any student wishing to use them, whether their classes are online or not. Campus dining with a reduced number of student workers available. ACES adjusted operation. The terrace at Central Dining Hall and outfields will be open. To encourage proper social distancing, we reduced the number of tables and chairs. To-go boxes are also available for those wishing to grab and go. Hand sanitation stations are available at all dining locations, along with signs encouraging good hygiene. Campus events will we will follow state guidance by capping internal non-instructional activity that mainly involves campus participants to 100 individuals. Events open to public and involve mainly outside participants will be limited to 50 individuals. Decision regarding events on campus will determine on a case-by-case basis to assess the nature of the event, ability to clean, and physical proximity of participants in contrast to the event's planned space. Yep. So basically, that's what's happening. The coronavirus is really affecting a lot of schools, and I heard there's an article that shows that there's a lot of what you call it, a lot of college campuses are deciding to what's the word they're deciding to yeah do mostly online learning. That's what they're going through. This article is like 4 hours ago. It says what to do if your college closes due to the coronavirus. So it says right here, as the new coronavirus spreads globally, colleges are reacting by shutting down campuses and shifting to online classes in an effort to slow the surge of the pandemic. Institutional responses vary across the U.S. Some colleges and graduate schools are proceeding with classes as usual, but curtailing travel and study abroad programs. Others are extending spring break. Many are shifting to online classes, and some are emptying the dorms and sending students home. The sudden shifts in living and learning mean that students have to adjust accordingly, often with little warning. It's really just chaos on campus right now, says Hae-Yoon Lee, a junior at Harvard University, Massachusetts. So yeah, this coronavirus is really starting to affect like the educational system as well. Hmm. They even said right here, 4 hours ago, U.S. colleges canceling graduation over coronavirus fears. So I'm telling you, like coronavirus is really starting to impact the economy on a whole nother level. Because you see, at first, I mean, honestly, I feel like they could be exaggerating the numbers when it's coming to like, because let me see. Sometimes they could exaggerate the numbers about the deaths of coronavirus, but um, let me see. It said the U.S. Death toll at 41 with more than 1,700 cases. Confirmed cases in the U.S. exceeded 1,700, and the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Friday there have been 41 deaths. But the global death toll was 5,000. You see, out of all these other diseases like Ebola and what you call it, the Zika virus and um H1N1, like the swine flu, they did way worse than the Ebola than coronavirus. So it's like they're just exaggerating coronavirus. And you see, going to coronavirus, like I told you, with the definition of corona means crown. So this probably means that this is like this is a setup, because why would they call it coronavirus? Like sound like the king of all viruses, you know. And this is what they could be doing to implement the microchip, because it says right here, let me show you, like with the dollar bills. This is a it's not. Let me see. They said coins carry viruses better than paper money. And let me see. Is cash safe from coronavirus? Um, Trying to see. Sometimes there's this little articles like speculating with the theory of like that coronavirus is causing like cash is causing the spread of it. These people are just trying to find ways to say this just to like implement the microchip. That's why they're pushing out like articles based on this. They said coronavirus concerns we need to avoid cash. Mm-mm-mm. I'm telling you, coronavirus is really causing a lot to the economy. Let me see something. Can you catch the virus from handling cash? And the Fed quarantines U.S. dollars repatriated from Asia on coronavirus caution. Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, man, I'm just saying, like, there's so much things happening this year, and they're making so much theories about how coronavirus is spreading. They could use it to try to implement the microchip, and you see, like, this is what's happening too with the government. They put in like state of emergencies and stuff like you could just let me just see because I just saw on the they put lists on the side. 29 states declare a state of emergency in the Business Insider. U.S. has reported more than 1,700 COVID-19 cases, which is coronavirus, but amid a nationwide testing shortage, the true figure is probably much higher. Close to 30 U.S. states have declared states of emergency in response to the coronavirus outbreak. The country has reported more than 1,700 infections of the novel coronavirus, but amid a nationwide testing shortage, by the true figure is probably high, much higher. As of Thursday, almost every state had a reported case. Wow. And they claim it had affected more than 128,000 globally, and it killed more than 4,700 people in the first week of March. Wow. Yeah, this coronavirus is really, it's not playing. It says Washington has been declaring a state emergency. California, Maryland, Kentucky, Utah, New York, which is where I live in, Florida, Oregon, Indiana, New Jersey, Colorado, Iowa, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Michigan, Arizona, Connecticut, Louisiana, Virginia, Delaware, Montana, Nevada, Arkansas, Kansas, Wisconsin, Tennessee. Wow. So yeah, and there's just gonna be a lot more states that's gonna and you see it, and it's also affecting the airlines as well. You see, there's so much things that the coronavirus is actually affecting. It's even affecting airlines. They're quarantine. There's people are stop scheduling airlines, and they're quarantining airlines, and they're quarantining cruise lines as well. It said American pilot based out of Dallas tests positive for coronavirus. And then also Trump also said that he stopped the what you call it. Trump also said that like he stopped the airlines from going to the EU. So it says um let me see. Airlines cancel flight and lay off workers as stocks plummet. Yeah, because of this coronavirus too. Another thing that's happened is like stock markets are going down. See, Dow punches 2,300 points. Stocks in meltdown as panic selling continues. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, there's so much to search up with this coronavirus. It's not even funny. And this is what happened in Italy. I heard a lot of things from the news is what's happening in Italy. It's not even funny. Um, Italy's on a whole lockdown. It said. Let me see. Trying to find the article. I don't know why the hell would they have a Pornhub article about it. This shit. Um, who would think of that in this times? And shit is bad anyway. Um, let me see. This says the WHO declared the outbreak epidemic as Italy tightened its strict quarantine and the United States imposed a ban on flights to Europe. Meanwhile, the virus has spread to at least 18 countries on the African continent, with Kenya, Ethiopia, Sudan, and Guinea all confirming their first cases on Friday. Wow. Damn. And you see, and this is what the elites do pretty much. The elites, they spark fear within the community to like, especially when it's coming to pestilences like this. So now they could bring up their ID. And you see how when I was showing you some articles about the dollar bills now, how they're saying that it could have so much bacteria that contains the coronavirus. So now they could say that, oh, we could use contactless payments. And they say, oh, and now the next thing you know, fuck around, they have a chip in your damn body. Now they implemented the microchip, which is the mark of the beast the Bible speaks of inside your body. You see? And this is where I'm getting at with this. Like, this is what Esau's trying to do. That's why he's sparking all this fear. And people think that, like, the solution will be I feel like the solution they're gonna think of is they're gonna be in a microchip. That's what it is. They're gonna scare our people into taking that chip. So, it says right here, coronavirus brings entertainment world to a standstill. The entertainment industry prepared Thursday for an unprecedented shutdown to curb the spread of the coronavirus, canceling upcoming movies, suspending all Broadway performances, and scheduling concert tours until it's safe to welcome crowds back. To accommodate calls for social distancing, Hollywood moved to pause the normal hum of TV productions and bustle of red carpet movie premieres after New York government Andrew Cuomo banned gatherings of more than 500 people. Broadway theaters announced that they would close immediately and remain dark through April 12th. Tribeca Film Festival was called off too. The closures amount to a nearly complete halting of the industry from Lincoln Center to Disneyland and largest scale shutdown of many of the country's major arteries of culture. Yep. And you see, that's basically what this coronavirus is doing. And it says Disneyland plans to shut its gates Saturday for the rest of the month after Sunday. Florida's Disney World will close to guests through the end of March, and Disney is suspending any new cruise ship departures starting Saturday. Wow. I'm telling you, man. This coronavirus is putting the whole entertainment industry in a standstill. And entertainment is like one of the biggest industries in America. This is like, you know, entertainment is like the modern day Coliseum for America, man. Since I know America does gain a lot of its influences from, ancient Babylon, and which is, you know, they gain a lot of influences from, how they had it in ancient Greek and Rome, how they used to entertain the people and shit like that. But, you know, yeah, that's what it is. And entertainment is like a great way for people to escape, reality and shit like that, and as well as them doing drugs too. But hey, guess what? This virus, this is the reality, and it's getting worse and worse. And no more of being in your fantasy world with these, with your entertainment. And I forgot. I think it was called what you call it, E2. Yeah. I heard something happened with the coronavirus there, like that. Let me see. My fault. It's actually E3. So yeah, E3. Yeah. So it says E3 is canceled because of coronavirus. Even reached CNN. E3, America's biggest video gaming conference, has been canceled because of coronavirus concern. Its organizers announced Wednesday. Telling you, that's another thing that's famous in America. You see, you got a lot of jakes that love playing video games and stuff and shit like that. Well, guess what? This coronavirus ain't no game. It's putting a lot of end to all your, you know, of what you Americans hold dearly and hold, to your most satisfaction. The stuff that suffices you and satisfies you the most, which is entertainment, is coming to an end with this coronavirus. And this is just only the beginning of sorrows, like I said, that we're in. The Most High has just begun with his judgment. So, and this is the last scripture I'm going to bring out. It says Isaiah 24, verse 8. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. So when you get into that word mirth, that's what a lot of people are in, the spirit of mirth. They were in that before all these things were happening. They were in the spirit of mirth. That's a lot of Americans partying and these festivals, going about their day. Even 2/3 of our people, they care so much about, most of our people care so much about this, their entertainment, and they care so much about everything that's going on in this world more than they care about this truth. So, see, mirth, social merriment, hilarity, high excitement of pleasurable feelings in the company, noisy gaiety, jollity. Mirth differs from joy and cheerfulness, as always implying noise. See, mirthful, merry, jovial, festive. Okay, verse 9. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone, and the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. Yup. And you see, that's what this coronavirus is doing, destroying economy, destroying the it's destroying a lot of these things, man. It's putting a lot of this shit to an end. And a lot of people, they're getting afraid. I don't hear that much scoffers now. They ain't talking all this shit no more. I don't see a lot of scoffers on the comment boards as much. Yeah, where the scoffers at now? Don't start being a bitch now. You have all that fucking mouth when you see the Most High's destruction, when you see all the prophecies coming to pass. What's up? All those curses that we've been throwing at y'all motherfuckers since day one, when y'all started y'all scoffing bullshit, and since when you started seeing y'all scoffing on other brothers' comment boards, where y'all at now? Don't start being afraid. Keep talk your shit. That goes to show how much of bitches y'all are. And it's mostly 2/3 that are the worst, most of the scoffers though. But yeah, and you see, and it says in verse 11, there's a crying for wine in the streets. All, yeah, and that crying is talking about for the wine is talking about the ant. People going to be looking for Q's and A's for this truth. They're going to be looking. They're going to be, according to Amos in chapter 8. They're going to be. There's going to be a famine of the word, and these people are going to be looking for the answers. They're going to be looking like stupid, trying to look for the answers. They're going to try to run to the churches, to the harlot houses, the so-called churches. They're going to run there. They're going to try to find it there, and the pastors don't know what the fuck about anything about this truth. So they're going to try looking for the men of the Lord when there's laws passed that's telling the men of the Lord not to be on the streets no more. And there's laws, then there's the internet is off, all that shit. Y'all going to be looking stupid because y'all don't have no understanding of this truth. Yup. And that's going to happen. And we're close to this year. They might push that microchip this year. You already see all the shit that's going on. All I can say is repent and hearken unto this word before it's too late. That's all I can say. There's so much things that's going on in this country alone, and in the whole world as I speak. So hope I made that lesson edifying. I'd like to give all praises, glory, honor to Adonai Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah Malak Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakadash. Double honor to apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace, citation to the hopeful that Shalom.